Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Salatu wassalam. Rasulullah. This is me, 24 level number 1. I welcome you to my show, that is the Visions and the Values show. Today is day 27 of my AI teachers training, and I'm assigned to discuss the topic with ChatGPT, the importance of empathy in leadership and teamwork. Empathy is not simply understanding what someone is saying. It is about trying to understand what another person may be feeling, thinking, and experiencing. So, today I'm going to ask ChatGPT some important questions about the role of empathy in leadership and teamwork. So, let's connect ChatGPT to our podcast. Hello, ChatGPT. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I'm right here with you. How can I help?
I welcome you to my show, ChatGPT. Thanks for joining. And today I'm here to discuss a topic with you about the role of
Thank you.
empathy in leadership and teamwork.
That's such a rich topic. When you think about empathy and leadership, what comes to mind for you first?
About empathy, I want to start very first point. I want to start from the very base. What is empathy?
Hmm. So, empathy is really the ability to understand, sense, and share another person's feelings. It's not just sympathy, like, oh, that's unfortunate. It's more like saying, I get what you're feeling because I've either felt something similar or I can imagine it clearly. And for leaders, that often means noticing emotions underneath the words and responding in a way that shows you see it.
So empathy is really about connecting with another person's experience rather than simply feeling sorry for them. That brings us to leadership. So I want to
Exactly.
Yes, I want to ask the next question.
Hmm,
Why is
yes.
empathy important in leadership?
Great question. It's important because leaders who practice empathy build trust faster. People tend to follow leaders who seem to get them. It helps prevent misunderstandings and makes hard conversations a little easier. And this is what turns a group of individuals into a team. When people feel heard, they're more willing to share ideas, take risks, and stick through tough spots together. Without that, even smart strategies can fall flat.
Thank you so much for this insightful reply. Now, some people think that if a leader is
My
too
pleasure.
empathetic, they may become weak or unable to make difficult decisions. Is it true?
That's a common concern, but no. Empathy itself doesn't make a leader weak. What matters is how it's balanced. You can care about people and still make the right but tough call. Empathy shapes how you deliver the message, not whether you avoid making it. think of it like delivering honest feedback. You can do it kindly, respectfully, and firmly. In fact, teams usually take hard decisions better when they feel the leader actually listened first.
That means empathy and strength can exist together. Thank you so much. So let's move from leadership to teamwork. How can empathy actually improve
Exactly.
the way team members work together?
Empathy smooths the little friction points in teams. It makes it easier to navigate different working styles because people feel heard instead of judged. That openness tends to invite more honest ideas and real collaboration. And when conflict does pop up, empathetic teams tend to handle it quicker because they can talk about what's actually bothering them instead of letting things stew. It's like giving the team a safe container, but then still holding everyone accountable to the work.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, ChatGPT. Can empathy help leaders and team members deal with disagreements and conflicts?
Hmm. Yeah, that's where empathy really shows its strength. When there's a disagreement, empathy helps everyone slow down and actually hear what the other person is saying and feeling that emotion under the words. So instead of arguing over who's right, you explore what each person needs. That shift lowers the temperature, makes a space for creative compromises, or at least respectful disagreement.
That's very
It's
practical.
not magic, but it does exactly.
Thank you.
It is a practical skill that gets better with practice. And it's worth practicing because teams that feel safe tend to produce better work.
That's very much true. So, what are some simple things a leader can do every day to become more empathetic?
Hmm. Something small but powerful? Well, check in briefly. Ask how people are doing and listen for the answer. Notice effort, not just results. Say thanks when it's due. And if something's off, approach it with curiosity first. Like, tell me more, instead of jumping straight to solutions. Those little habits, stacked daily, set the tone for trust and make the tough moments less brittle.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT. Now, I have some question for you for quick
You'll
answers and short answers. Uh, First question is, uh, what about
Hmm.
remote teams? Today we are working remotely and communicate through digital platforms. How can leaders show empathy when they don't physically see each other in their team every day? Short answer.
Oh, that's a good one. Even in remote teams, leaders can show empathy by checking in regularly, actually listening on calls, being flexible with time zones, recognizing effort out loud, and keeping communication clear to reduce misunderstandings. Small, consistent gestures go a long way. even without face to face contact.
Okay, second question for a short answer. How can empathy improve implies motivation?
Let me see. Hmm. Empathy fuels motivation because people tend to try harder when they feel respected and understood. When leaders listen, notice effort, and support through challenges, employees feel their work matters. That sense of being valued often boosts commitment more than pressure ever could. People don't just work for paychecks. They work harder when they know someone cares about their growth.
Okay, thanks a lot, ChatGPT. And one final lesson, one final piece of
Anytime.
advice about empathy, please.
Sure. Don't fake it. Be genuinely curious about people's experiences, even when they're different from your own. That curiosity keeps empathy real and makes it something people can feel, not just hear about.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT, for being with me in this session. Thanks a lot.
Happy to be here. Take care of yourself and we'll talk again soon, okay?
Okay, so in today's conversation, we have learned a lot. That when leaders listen with empathy, teams communicate better, trust grows, conflicts become easier to manage, and people feel valued. So, whether you are a leader, a teacher, a parent, or a colleague, or a team member, remember, seek to understand before you seek to be understood. Thank you so very much for joining me today in this video. Uh, with some other topic in some other video, we'll meet again. Till then, Allah bless you all.